Good morning, students. And so till now we have discussed the RNA virus, and today onwards we are going to deal with the DNA viruses. Okay. So the RNA. So once we'll revise what are the RNA viruses. Okay. So the RNA virus are the polymyelitis, what we have discussed, and influenza virus, mumps, rubella virus, rabies virus, and Japanese encephalitis virus, dengue virus, and Kaisner forest disease, chikungunya virus. Okay, so these are all the virus which are considered as a RNA virus infection. Okay, and whatever the conditions today we are dealing, so that are considered as a DNA viruses. Okay, so in that first one is the virus or a DNA virus is a small pox. Okay, so this small pox is also called as a variola, variola. Okay, so first we'll be dealing with the what do you mean by these type of one variola or the smallpox diseases. Okay, so already I discussed that variola. Okay, so it's a Latin name, so which was derived by variola or the variola vera. Okay, so it's a Latin word, it was derived by the various, means meaning is what? Spotted, means these type of infection where it is going to be like small pimple, like red color spotted, like it is going to be spread out over all the body parts. Okay, so this term smallpox first used in a Europe in a 15th century. So it is also called as a great pox, so in certain conditions like syphilis condition. And you can see that with these smallpox, and they have estimated that 300 to 500 million deaths it has been seen. So because it is a spread of infection from one person to other person. So where first we believe to have begun in where Africa it has been there, and later from Africa to it's spread through the India and the China. Okay, so this is the introduction. So they have given regarding of the spotted virus, or it is also called as smallpox virus. Okay, so already we discussed that where it has been occurred. It has been occurred in a first in African area. So where in 10,000 BC, okay, before the Christ itself it has been occurred, and where you can see the skin lesions on the mummies. Okay, so how it looks like the mummies picture, they are showing the picture, right? So it is going to be spreads like that. Okay, and where in the elephant war in the Mecca, the smallpox is decimated. The soldiers has been affected with these kind of smallpox diseases, and later and these smallpox destroys all the Hottentots. Okay, so here the African people who have been killed, and half of the Indian population also has been spoiled, and with these kind of the smallpox infection. And coming to the microbiology of the smallpox, so microbiology means what is the structure of the this variola virus. Okay, so what is the caused virus is what? Variola virus. Okay, so it was causing the smallpox disease, and it belongs to the genus, means the family. Often the genes is a orthopox virus, and the family comes to the poxviridae, and the subfamily comes under the cordopoxyvirinae. Okay, so these are the family, genus, and family, and the subfamily. Okay, so it is a single DNA. So you are seeing here picture in the microscope, right? So it is a single DNA linear form, means linear means like this. Okay, has they are showing the picture, right? So it is like a linear and double stranded DNA. So double stranded DNA means cover coating. See here, first cover coating here, so one DNA and double stranded DNA. So where it consisting of molecules and the replicate in the cell cytoplasm. So it is overall shaped like what? Like bricks, and measured about 300 into 200 nanometer in size. Okay, so that is the microbiology of the variola virus. And when the infection has been started within 12 to 14 days of range, and where the incubation period shows the signs and symptoms. Okay, and so next we go for the, so what is a microbiology? Here you are seen under microscope this variola major and the variola minor. So two types it has been differentiated. Okay, and variola major is considered as a classical smallpox, and where in the Asian epidemics only they have been so discussed, and where the highest mortality rate we can see is 30 percent death rate. Okay, and variola minor. Okay, so it is a milder disease only, and where in the 20th century it has been discussed, and it was started in South Africa. So that is a two types of variation, or variola major and variola minor. Okay, so these two conditions the microbiology has been differentiated. Okay, and next we discuss on the types of the smallpox. Okay, so first one is a classic smallpox. Okay, so we discuss that classic smallpox means is the variola major form. So it is a communicable diseases. So communicable diseases means what? So spreading of infection from one person to other person. So unvaccinated people, so the people who are not vaccinated against these chicken pox, and whenever they are contact with the virus with the infected person, and automatically, so this virus is going to be transmitted from one person to other person. Okay, and next one is a hemorrhagic virus. Okay, so here hemorrhagic means it is a one higher form of a death rate is going to be the overall 95% of death we can see quickly in this kind of the hemorrhagic disease. Okay, and next one is a malignant. So malignant means what is a flat form of smallpox, and where death rate is almost 100% will be there, and whereas a slower, because one the rate of the infection is going to be slow rates. Okay, so smallpox affected with the 6% of population will be there, but if these people affected with this malignant type of the smallpox, and 100% of death is common. And modified variety. Okay, so your modified variety means so they are going to affected the people and who were changes means, so with some conditions of the treatment they can easily change the smallpox signs and symptoms. Okay, so these are the four types of the smallpox. Okay, classical smallpox, hemorrhagic smallpox, malignant smallpox, and the modified smallpox. Okay, so we'll see the pathophysiology of the smallpox. So what is happening here? So in the classification you see here clearly you can see that, so inhalation of the air droplet. Okay, so what is going to be there, and whenever you are infection, so whatever the infection virus is there, so it will be there in a air. Okay, so with the droplet, so you are inhaling the air droplet of the virus, so that is going to be so replicate in your mucosal area. Okay, and it is going to be, and it going to be cause the viremia, the viral infection is going to be doubles, and it is going to be dissemination to the organs and the skin, means spread out to the organic structures and the skin, and where the incubation period it going to be takes 12 days time it is going to be situated. And second viremia means toxemic phase. So the rashes means the symptoms itself it is going to be shows the like rashes, high fever, and myalgia. Myalgia means what? Okay, weakness, and some head. Okay, so like for example arms and heads, legs, and everything they are going to make the lesion from the overall the body, so they are going to have the so red spot like lesions they are going to occur. Okay, so understand, so that is a process. And what is happening here in this infection, right? So the virus lands on the respiratory or the oral mucosa, and after that what is happening, the macrophages. Okay, so the macrophages and the reticuloendothelial organs on the blood, everything is going to be infected, and inflammatory response is going to be takes place, because so whatever the antigen is there, and the antibodies is going to make the inflammatory process fight against the antigens, so that going to make the inflammation and cause the different kinds of signs and symptoms like rashes, high fever, myalgia, and highly infectious virus shedding into lesion form. So that is a pathophysiology of overall chickenpox. Okay, signs and symptoms already in pathophysiology we discussed. Fever will be there, so how much of fever it is, so 103 degrees centigrade will be there. Some body ache will be there, headache, chills, and the vomiting. So here in the easy remembrance, in the diagrammatic representation they are showing, so coming to the head, severe headache will be there, and mouth, vomiting, and muscle pains. Okay, and skin rashes, so they are showing the blue spots, right? And here multiple organs inflammation, like for example kidneys and the body organs, intestines you will see, and diarrhea will be there, high fever. So how much high fever? 103 degree centigrades, and you will be having the joint pain. So these are all the signs and symptoms that got declared to the smallpox. Okay, so here in the diagrammatic representation, just they are showing, so in 12 days the incubation period is 12 days, and within 3 to after 12 days 3 to 4 days, and the estimation of the fever they are indicating. So after the fever, what they are showing here, days of rash. Okay, so first one is after the exposure, so the incubation period takes place to show the signs and symptoms. How many days? 12 days. And later fever it is taking 3 to 4 days. And where's the days of the rash? Okay, so here 1 to 21 days they have been indicated. So in the first days they are going to arise as a macules. Okay, and later papules, vesicles, and the pustule form it is going to be make out, and later rash, and it is going to be subside with the subsidence is going to be there if treatment is there, if unsubsidence is there without treatment. Okay, so that is a rash stage of the development. Okay, so very very important this one. So in the hemorrhagic also they are showing that, and fatal, ordinary, and modified, and the mild stage increment they are showing. Okay, so incubation period. Okay, and where the flatal stage incubation 6, 7, 8, and 9th day is the ordinary, and like that. So they are going to differentiate the multiplication of the microorganism or the virus. Okay, and next one is a transmission. Okay, so how it is going to be transmission means what? Initially like airborne route transmission, like for example aerosol, smells. Okay, and then person to person it is going to be transmitted, and hospital outbreaks. Okay, hospital outbreaks means, so the person who was admitted in the hospital areas, and if the patient is coughing, yes, and without the support with the hand or kerchief, and they are coughing, then that droplet they are going to spread out to the other person. And next one is a highly infectious. So highly infectious means spreading out to the overall the body. So here they are seeing in the picture, right? Yes, and first incubation, second and the cough, and it is going to be spread like a spots, like highly infectious, and through infectious materials, like for example saliva, vesicular fluids, scabs, urine, and conjunctival fluid. Okay, so these are only the infectious where the transmission is going to be there for the process, and through the crossing the placenta, the virus can cross the placenta, and where from the mother to the baby also their virus is going to be transmitted, and it does not occur through the animals or insects, only it is a transmission of the, so droplet infection or the person to person infection it is going to be transmitted. So what is a prevention you can make means, and the smallpox vaccine is only known way to prevent the smallpox is exposed person. Okay, and where it these smallpox vaccination, and it is going to be develop immunity to fight against the smallpox. So that is one of the best prevention. And second prevention is what? Isolation from the patient. Okay, so whenever you are having a exposure stage, like for example fever, so then in itself, and you have to isolate the patient. And next one is a control strategies. Okay, so here control strategies mere smallpox hospitals, and variolation 10th century, and quarantine, and home isolations of smallpox, and inoculation and isolation they have done. Okay, so means how they are controlling these smallpox. So same thing. Okay, mass vaccination, surveillance, containment. So now how they are doing for the corona, right? So in the same thing, so they have made some hospitals, and so variolation means virus detection they are doing, quarantine and making them to being locked in one place, and home isolation they are doing, inoculation and isolation they are doing, and wide spreading of practice of vaccination throughout the world they are sending. Okay, and mass vaccination means, so they are giving often information of vaccination against these kind of viruses, so that they are making control strategies. Okay, so epidemiology we have discussed in a introduction only, so that only they are here they have explained. Okay, so treatment means there is no proven treatment they have given, so but for the fever they are having, so we can give the intravenous fluid and the medicine to control the fever and joint pains, and some antibiotics, and given to prevent possible bacterial infection or the viral infection. Antiviral drugs also we can give against that, and the vaccination is also very very important, and this vaccine is called as Jenner. Okay, call this infectious material vaccine. Okay. Okay, so it was given by these vaccination, which was given by whom? Edward so Jenner. So he only demonstrated so the immunity against the smallpox. Okay, and the material name is what? Jenner, and used for this vaccine probably contain the cowpox virus, and a virus related to variola but not a variolent, means so it is not a virus, it's a variola virus only for the smallpox. So this vaccination has been given. Okay, so smallpox vaccinations like what? Okay, so here they are detecting that so lysophilicid vaccinia containing of cough lymph. Okay, and trace amount of antibiotics they are giving, that is polymyxin B, streptomycin, okay, chloro, tetracycline and neomycin. So these are the drugs they are giving for the vaccination. Okay, so in 1796 so Edward Jenner developed the vaccine. Later in 1805, and they are users of cows, okay, to produce a vaccine. And in 1940s freeze drying technology has been inoculated. And in 1965 the licensure of bifurcated needle, and in 1972 routine vaccinations has been stopped. And whereas in 1983 the vaccine removed from civilians. Okay, so that according to that the vaccination history they have been discussed. Okay, so this vaccine only they are going to give. Okay, so that is regarding of overall smallpox. Okay, or it is also called as a variola virus. Okay, so that, thank you. So that is regarding of smallpox virus.